I've called for the chief court administrator multiple times, and I now know that 2 states' attorneys are working for you, and at least 10 marshals are taking instruction from the attorney general to destroy records. And not only that, you have your clerks holding on to 64 documents I gave them. So they're preventing the service of the case beyond the fee waiver, beyond the 14 updates I already gave them. So you guys are rigging this case, and it's unprecedented what's happening. And now they're telling me what's happening because the marshals don't want to be responsible for what the attorney general did to me. All with your knowledge. They're saying I didn't have anything to do with that, Mr. Flynn. Oh, really? Well, how did it happen? How did you take 9 phones that contained the voter data? How did they steal 9 phones? They don't have a right to take my phone. I've been telling you they've been taking my phone since they took the first phone. I called. I filed Marshal Service complaints. No one's ever contacted me. They had no idea what I'm talking about. I filed 62 judicial complaints. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. 32 Bar Association complaints. Those lawyers cashed my stolen checks, and you know it because it's referenced in the Patrick Carroll data. You have 10 attorneys working for Bank America that are robbing my brokerage firm, and they stole $50 million. $50 million is missing. And you've been aware of it since it happened. In 2000, 25 years ago. 13 or 14 detectives have worked on the case. I have 1,300 cash stolen checks. You know about it. It's in the Patrick Carroll data. How are you allowing Bank America, Judge Adams, to rob me? I wrote a complaint about Judge Adams. He was coordinating the whole money laundering situation, and I want an answer about the Judge Adams complaint. It's extensive. I filed a 25-page complaint with, what's his name? George. That is federal court. No, it's not.
We don't have a Judge Adams.
It's in Stamford Superior Court. You do have a Judge Adams. He was the administrator for 15 years. He was handing out the cases. They hired a hitman to kill me with an axe. And I found out later, hold on, that he was hired to kill Dealey, a good cop, and then he was hired to kill Lamb, another good cop. So you have bad cops hiring hitmen to kill good cops, and then you send them to kill me, and I fought them for 2.5 hours, and it took me 10 years to get the 911 calls. I got them from a lady who retired. She said, Mr. Flynn, what happened to you is insane. I couldn't take the risk of... 5 cops got indicted for it. Zullo, Carey, Miller, other ones too. All related to what happened to me. Same guys did stuff to other people, including a Catholic priest. They framed a Catholic priest. Insane, okay? So you got dirty cops, you have dirty DAs, and you have dirty state's attorneys. And now it's all coming to a head. And you know about it because you're orchestrating it through the people that report to you. And you're using staff at the court. Why are they holding 64 continuation of parties? Why are they holding up those documents? Because you told them to. There's no reason for them to hold them. They don't need them. The marshal needs them. You want to see who's getting served? Okay, I gave you the documents a month ago. The return date is coming up, and you're forcing the marshals not to take the cases. I just got a call from another marshal. I can't take the case. Why? My district is Hartford, and I can't take the case. Why? Well, he says, because I'm afraid of what they'll do to me. Really? And you're aware of it. I've been calling you how often? Every day almost.
Every day.
Right. And I've never received a single piece of correspondence from your office. Ever. Have I? Who's the attorney? Who's the attorney? Because it ain't the guy you told me it was. You told me it was Joseph, what was his name?
You can contact legal services.
Del Campo. You told me it was Joe Del Campo, and it wasn't. He was the attorney for, what, a year? And then he retired, and he told me when he retired, the day he retired, he called me and said, I'm no longer the attorney, I've retired. So who's the attorney now? This is criminal, okay? Who's the attorney now? You're holding my documents for service to your judges that you failed to police. I told you what Judge White did, and you said that's a pretty serious complaint. Recall that conversation? Do you recall the Judge White conversation? He's holding a guy right now for 575 days, torturing him daily for a misdemeanor. Are you aware of that? The bond is, I don't know, $3 million for a misdemeanor?
Mr. Flynn, is there anything I can do for you?
No, you haven't even told me the name of the attorney. I'm gonna call them right now and see and get lied to again, and I'll record it. I'm within my rights. These are felonies. These are serious crimes. These are more than felony. You're controlling the marshal and the clerk in my case. What conversations were had with the Stamford Superior Court? Can you tell me who you call? Is it Sean?
I don't know what cases you're talking about.
Well, Jonathan Buber left because of it, and then Marion Flanagan left because of it. How many more clerks are going to resign over this one case? I filed 61 protective orders against a gunman. He's claiming he bought the judges. He's claiming he bought White. And by White's actions, he was bought. And not only that, he claims he gave Oxy out the back door of his hospital, his center in Darien and Stamford. And the nurse gave me the affidavit supporting it, saying, yes, I was the nurse. I gave him Oxy out the back door for free. And the doctor is giving prescriptions to cops and then retaining half the Oxy for himself. Really? When you write a prescription and say it's 100 pills, you don't require the patient to hand you back 50 of them, do you? Do you?
You're making serious accusations.
They're in writing. I already sent them to your office. The question is what you did with them. Did you get number 67 and number 66 from October and November? I emailed them and mailed them. I need the chief court administrator to call me by the end of the day. The documents better be returned to me that your clerk has stolen. It's not going to prevent the service to Bizzuto. She's not there. She resigned. For good reason, obviously. She's involved with the murder evidence being stolen of Elizabeth Harding, who was beat to death with a hammer. She didn't have to involve herself this way. She could have just picked up the phone, called the state's attorney, and said, you better handle this by the book. But what happened? It's been handled. Who's been calling Gioeli? Christopher Gioeli in the Stanford State's Attorney's Office. He says the marshals have the murder evidence and the exculpatory evidence, and when I asked them directly, they said no. And I'm not allowed to record in the Stanford courthouse. So the marshals are lying, and the state's attorney is trying to come clean because they're caught. And this one's too hot to handle. You know what they did to Anna Taylor? It's worse than getting beat with a hammer. They took her organs. They took her organs. Who's the attorney handling the case of the woman having her organs taken when she was alive? Could you tell me? Was she alive? Was she in a medically induced coma? This is well above your pay grade. You shouldn't be, I appreciate you just sitting there doing nothing, but Anna was from Whiting, where I was sent. Elizabeth Harding was from Whiting, where I was sent. Do you understand what I'm saying? You let them torture me, and you let them murder them. You let them murder them.
You have a great day on purpose, okay?
Well, here we go. What about Ethan Book? He ran for U.S. Senate. He was murdered too. That was the Chief Court Administrator's office. They need to be prosecuted for what they are doing. They need to be imprisoned for a very long time. And we need the FBI. We need ICE. We need ICE in Connecticut to clean out this type of trash